What it is, y'all, it is your old boy Pilk, and I'm coming back at you today with more Dokkan Battle. Now, I was meant to talk about this yesterday, didn't get a chance to do it, unfortunately, but let's talk about Janemba's EZA, his Extreme Z Battle specifically, because if you check this early on, the information obviously changes like they generally do. So, at this stage of the game, when you're in like the later stages of the battle, you really need a fusion team, and you need Super AGL and Super Int units very, very, very exclusively. Now, obviously, the one kind of gimme unit here is you want to lead this with the AGL Gogeta. I mean, that's kind of the plainly obvious choice here. He's just going to be the best all around. Now, obviously, he does lead the movie Heroes category, but you really want to use all fusion units if you can help it. And there's actually a lot of them, surprisingly. So, on my team, obviously, I'm running the Fusion lead, movie Heroes and Fusion lead, the new Int Gogeta, the Super Saiyan 4 unit, he's fantastic. The EZA Int Gogeta that we got not terribly long ago. Funny enough, Goten and Trunks, they actually work really well on this team, surprisingly. Usually, even if you get their 12 key, usually they're pretty atrocious. But I found that they've worked very, very well on this one. Now, I have had a decision to make, and I chose to run Xeno Gotenks here. Obviously, we could have run Gohanks, whatever you want to call him. Could have run that unit. Pandel would have been a poor choice, but she would have boosted everybody else. Would have been a lot of fun. You've got a free-to-play option here. You've got, older cards like this. Shoot. Even Brapan is here. So you've got lots and lots and lots of options for this team. But for me, for my money, and what I wound up going with was this setup right here. Mostly only because, he's Skittles and, he's only level 100. But he puts in work. Like, they do a good job. So, oops. Let's go back out here. I don't know why it's doing that. We've been logged in all day. Let's go back out here, let's go to the Extreme Z Battle, and let's actually run levels 28 through 30. Because with a team like this, it's actually surprisingly simple. Alright, at least it has been up to this point. It could get harder now, but I'm going to be honest, I really don't expect it to. Now, the one kind of wild card on this team, and you'll see him in a moment, I am running a strength unit, but because when he crits, which he does often for me, he does really, really well. So, let's just go ahead and give a little bit of key here. I'm not going to go too crazy, especially with the strength orbs. I want to save my strength orbs. So, let's do that. And let's see what we do here. So 2.5 mil attack stat. Let's see what he actually does when he attacks. 1.8 mil. So it's very good. You get a nice turnaround there. If he had been like Super Tech or something like that, we would have been lucky to get like 180,000 out of him. So, like I said, Int and AGL are really your best options here. Anybody below that is just going to kind of be not so hot. And obviously, you want super types, not extremes. Extremes are going to do really squat here for it. All right, so here's my strength unit. And this is an interesting choice. But once again, because I could feed him a little bit, and my unit is Skittles, he actually does really, really well in this team. At least he has up to this point. We'll see what he does here in a moment. But for now, I'm going to stand on the fact that he's been handling his own. Now, Xeno, or say Xeno, but the Gotenk Xeno unit, that Heroes unit that I'm using here on the end, he doesn't do great, but he does okay. Actually, with a crit, he only did 0.5 mil? So it tells you where the disparity is in the amount of damage that they produce now. So, might be time to move him off the team. Sadly. I really like that unit. I enjoy using it, but for the sake of, damage production, it might be time to retire them. Which sucks, but it's a thing. As you saw, we've got plenty of other options. So we'll do that. On level 29, we'll move that unit. Reluctantly move them off the team. Not that, obviously, it's been doing much. Hasn't been holding us back much, but it's time. I hate to say it, but it is time. All right. Let's say goodbye to the 5th anniversary LR. and hello to a new unit. So I'm going to go ahead and just click him there, take him off. And I think, let's go ahead and throw another fusion unit on here. I don't remember what he is at. He's got one dupe. Let's see. With each attack performed up to 80%. Yeah. So he'll be very good. These units do not have awakenings yet. They basically won't until Heroes comes back. But you will see they will hold their own effectively. Now, once again, I could have thrown the free-to-play on there. I think it's definitely a good choice. Randomly changes spheres of a certain type to rainbow spheres, which would actually help some of the other units out. But I don't get to use my fusion units very often. So I'm going to use my Heroes units. I'm going to use my Heroes units. So just a good opportunity to use some units that I put a lot of effort into, and it's the rare opportunity to utilize them. So let's go. All right. So those two, because they are Heroes units, they go together very well, as you can see. And they should be able to hold their own pretty effectively. There we go. Good stuff. Now, they're not going to link very well with the other units. They're not going to do very well with really anybody else on the team. But together, they're going to do fantastic. So, let's see here. Ooh, his attack stat leaves a bit to be desired. He's literally doing the same amount of damage. Well, that's disappointing. A little bit of trial and error here. And that kind of does, maybe. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Now, to be fair, it's his first attack. And when he does multiple supers, he's going to get stronger. So we'll just give him a little bit of time to kind of warm up a bit. Because with a unit like that, you got to let them spin their gears for a few minutes before they really do much of anything. And we're now at the stage where these are going to be longer fights. These fights are going to last a bit of time. But let's go ahead and see here. So 2.5 mil, I like that. I like seeing crits on these guys. The main thing is critting is going to get it's going to get a faster finish for you. So the more you can critical, the more you can do multiple attacks, the better it's going to be. I really like this Gogeta because he can do a counter. So maybe if he gets super attacked, he'll showcase it off. You going to do it for me? Oh, yeah, here we go. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah. Once again, the team holds their own. The team is just hilarious. And it does, as much as I was using the Heroes units, it does kind of tell me that if I'm going to go above and beyond and farm Zenny, which I actually need to do. I've dropped below 1 billion Zenny, so I need to go farm some. So if I'm going to farm Zenny, I probably need to move the Heroes units off, but we're going to finish this off with them right now. Like I said, they're a bit lackluster, and I knew that going in, but, you know, I want to use them. I do want to use them. All right, so we're going to put him on the end. Okay, Gogeta in the front, I think, is a wise choice. And then, of course, Goten and Trunks. So we got full 24 key. Odds are pretty respectable. Ooh, we're not going to get enough key with them. Well, that's the thing. That is the thing. So odds are pretty good. We might actually get a Super Saiyan 3 transformation. 9 times out of 10, I get Super Saiyan 3 when we get 24 key. So let's see what happens here. All right, we're not getting super attacked. Is that 3.1 mil attack stat? Yeah, there we go. Super Saiyan 3. All right. Let's see if we get a crit. Critical. 3.3 mil with a critical. Nice. Very nice. Like I said, the rare situation in which they actually hold their own. Normally, they're kind of questionable, but they really, really, really do well here. And I would have preferred to get super attacked, but... Oh, no, he's actually going to do an SA. All right, cool. Well, he does a secondary attack, so... The surprise is that it was an SA. It was 0.5 mil. Could be better. Could be worse. All right. And I think that's kind of one of the downsides of the other Heroes unit that I'm using is, simply put, they get better as they SA. But I don't have any orbs in him. I think he's 55% and that's it. So that part of it is me. I'm holding him back, so I probably do need to swap him off or do something with him, upgrade him in some way. But it's not, like, at this juncture, it's simply not holding the team back. we're doing just fine. All right, 1.74. Can we do this in round 2, or do we need to go to round 3? Let's take a look. Ah, no SA. Come on. Come on. All right, we're going to round 3. Oof. Oof and a half. That's 4. That is not 6. All right. Oh, no, I could have done it. Whatever. Whatever, it won't matter. Gogeta's going to end this. There's like 0 possibility Gogeta won't end this. So here we go. And honestly, had the heroes unit on round 1 hit, we probably would have ended it too. So there you go. Level 30, free and clear. Very nice team. I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of work on them. I actually need to farm some Zenny, so anything above level 31 we can farm. I'll probably try to get this up into the upper levels and see what we can do. Maybe get up to like level 50 or something like that. Remember, it's no stamina to run this, and everything from this point on is free Zenny. So a lot of people have asked me over the years, like, how did you get so much Zenny? Stuff like this. Run these events, and you will literally just amass tons of it. It's very, very, very worthwhile if you have the time and if you have the right team and if you've got the energy. So, easy at Janemba, super easy with the right team. Flex your fusions, your AGLs, and your ints. If you don't have them, there are other options, as you saw there. It's just going to drag the fight out, and you've got to be a little bit more cautious about where you put units and how you handle attacks. But even with 2 arguably not great units on the team, we still held our own fantastically. So that's the video, guys. We'll come back. We'll damage test Janemba in the next one. Like, comment, share. I'll see you guys then.